Around this quite remarkable invitation from the Israeli government to Tommy Robinson, or an Israeli minister, to Tommy Robinson to go and speak in Israel, saying that he had been a defender, effectively, of British values against what they called as Islamic fascism or Islamism. Jim, what do you think the British government should do about that?
I've just talked about, as a Jewish man, how I feel about the terrorist attack. That's a completely different conversation to the same horror that I feel deeply to the genocide in Gaza. We know there's, on average, the equivalent of a classroom of children who are massacred every single day. Of course, it's not just children, it's adults too. And so many people in this country, increasingly so, are looking at our British government's role in this genocide and are wanting to go out on the streets in a non-violent way and march, something which has been a proud British tradition ever since we've had a democracy, from the suffragettes to the civil rights movement. And I think it speaks of a government that is losing control, a government that is terrified of being criticised, and a government that actually, or a leadership that knows it's on its way out. And so I'd call on the government and the Home Secretary to do the right thing, both in terms of stop selling arms to Israel and allow people to protest. There was a protest recently with pots and pans where people were protesting against the famine in Palestine. And actually the reason given by the police for stopping this protest was it might disturb businesses.
What do you think the British... something I asked the Home Secretary earlier was around this quite remarkable invitation from the Israeli government to Tommy Robinson, or an Israeli minister, to Tommy Robinson to go and speak in Israel, saying that he had been a defender, effectively, of British values against what they called as Islamic fascism or Islamism. Jim, what do you think the British government should do about that?
I think they should call it out.